Welcome back, statistics students. We are still inside of chapters 6 through 8, and we're still working on the monopoly example. I've done 9 examples so far, okay, just based on this one idea of monopoly. I'm on to number 10 here. You can see that I've kept number 7 up, okay, where I did the best fit line, it's not it can be called the line of best fit, but typically, we're statistics people now. This is the least squared regression line, okay, and we're going to need this, so I kept it up on the screen. If you want to know how I got this, you can go back to the previous videos, and you can see how I pulled that up. Now it says, suppose the makers of Monopoly wanted to increase the number of spaces on the board. Predict the cost of a new property that is 50 spaces from go. Okay, so Monopoly right now is not 50 spaces big, but if it were, what should that property cost? Basically here we're trying to create the new property cost. And this is very important. It says 50 spaces from go. To do this, we are just going to take this 50 spaces and we're going to plug it in right there for spaces. So here I have my cost of, and I'll put a 50 down here just to indicate that this is for the 50th space. Okay, that's 67.28 plus 6.78 times 50. Okay, so I've literally taken out this spaces and put the 50 in its spot. Now it's nothing but, a simple multiplication and using a calculator. This should not be terribly hard. So we're using our calculator here, and you can see over here I have my calculator up, and after I plugged it in, I see that this cost, right, should be $406.28. We'll keep the decimals. I realize that Monopoly money, we don't have the cents, right? But we can still do that there. Okay, so let's say the new 50th space would cost, let's not even say would, let's say should cost $406.28. And if you wanted to keep it in Monopoly money, you could actually get rid of this 28 and just say $406 or 407. Okay. And there you have that example. Now, because we've done stuff with the calculator before, I think I'll show you quickly how you can do this whole thing in the calculator. But remember, this work has to actually be shown. The calculator would only be a way to check quickly. So if you wanted to, what we can do is, I'll show this very quickly. Remember that to create the line, we went calc or stat, we went over to calc, we hit 8, we plugged this in, right? We made this store by hitting vars function, put the y1 in there, and we calculated it. This is where we got this line up here, right? This is where we got that. We inserted that. Now if you go back to the graph that we did a long time ago, you can see that it draws this line through it. That is actually the least squared regression line. If you hit trace, and you can see it says plot right now, we don't want it to be on those points. We want it to be on the line. Okay, if you click up, okay, when you click up now, you can see that it's actually on our line right here. It's very small on my screen, but on your calculator you can see it a little better. Here we have all the decimals out. If we were to just type in 50, you can see that it says x equals 50. That's what we plugged in here. And if we hit enter, oh, it says invalid. Well, hit 1, go back to your graph. Here's why. Underneath the window, you can see the maximum that we have plotted is 42.8. We have to have that bigger. You can make it whatever you want. I'll make it 80 or 100, sorry. And hit graph, go back. Now you can see that things have changed a little bit because I've dragged this way out. Do the same steps, trace, click up to get on our line up here. Then we type in 50. Hopefully this time it'll work. Hit enter. And all of a sudden you see it kicks out 406.5. Of course, this is slightly different because look at all the extra decimals that we have up here. But in general, this number over here matches our number. Okay, so there's how you can use the calculator to help you out. But remember, you have to actually do this math here, and it's not hard anyway, so you should just do it. It's a little quicker. But if you got nervous, you can always check your answer. So there's how we predict a new space. What we're going to do next is we're going to do the example number 11. You can kind of see what's in your future there, okay? And tune in for those videos.